Witajcie ludzie, z tej strony Perkorn. A to kolejny stream zagrałem w Enderala i ostatni, bo robimy już ostatnią misję. Tam ciąg misji, wiadomo. Poczekać, żeby się gra załadowała. Dobra. Więc zobaczmy. Teraz czeka. Ja będę rozpocząć na tym, że mamy jakieś przemówienie wysłać. Gościu, zacznij.
You all know what has happened. We were betrayed by our own brothers and sisters. As we speak, people are dying, slaughtered by the... But you're wrong. Despite their deed, they wanted to protect us, to fulfill their holy duty. And the same applies to Koniec and his soldiers. Yes, they are deluded. Yes, they have committed crimes past redemption, but they, too, only did what they thought was right. If there is someone to blame in all this, it's the High Ones, and no one else. They, brothers and sisters, they are the ones responsible. They have no mind, no compassion, no soul, and their only reason for existing is to destroy. They are cowards who act out of the shadows.
Ty musi posłuchać, co gadają. Jeszcze gada.
And right now, they think they have won. They think they can defeat us. But they will fail, because we are still here. We have the beacon, the only thing capable of stopping all this madness, and that is exactly what we're going to do.
No, zawsze na znaczy w większości grach, RPGach, nie? Jakaś przemowa na koniec, nie? Pana, że w Mass Effectie 2 tak było.
Flee, fight, do whatever you think is best. I myself will surrender, because every drop of blood spilled after we have done our duty and destroyed the High Ones is useless. And even if the Nerimes kill me, my death will be a...
Ty ma niezłą logikę. Powiedział, że po tej wojnie się podda. Kurwa, logic. Znaczy po tej walce. Dobra, nam sobie wygrał walkę i nagle wywiesza białą flagę, bo nie wiem, bo ja stwierdziłem, że ja się poddaję, nie? Logika.
But until then, fight.
Bo ja wiem, gdzie jest Emporium, nie? Tu po lewej? A, dobra. Może go tepnie, jak wejdę. Dobra, czekamy. Kurde, w ogóle idzie. Teraz go typa. Chyba. Aha, dobra. Już wcześniej go typu. Nie. Myślałem, że on będzie w tym pokoju. Czy w tej lokacji bardziej. Do wielkiego mistrza chodzę. Pierwszy raz wchodzę, jak ma być 4. Ty, a nie kojarzę tego ząb.
And there
Nie
she
ząb.
goes. 4,000 years. There is an... I suppose you already know that the... And due to your... There is a plan B in case things get out... Probably. I will make it short. There's a set of tunnels throughout the King's Mountain on which this temple was built, and they lead all the way down in... It would have been an option, with the gates down and back up again. Yes. The Nerimes do not know. After, there is a way into the tunnels through the dungeon, and prepare yourself. We will meet in the dungeon.
Weź są osobę, którą kochasz.
I suppose you... Probably. I will make it short. There... Set of tunnels throughout...
To rada nie mógł tylko gdzieś na dole, tylko biegam jak ten debil teraz tu i z powrotem. Jezu. Dobra, mam do ciebie sprawę, chodź tam, wejdź po schodach na samą górę, pogadamy, dobra. Gadamy 2 minuty, dobra, a teraz idź na dół. Pierdolę. Zaczyna mnie te questy powoli już irytować. Też słyszałem z tej strony. Wait. A dobra.
I can't believe Sigil Berabatar betrayed us.
Saira. No, and so... What did he say? How... So a system designed for Genesis... Anyway, if things happen as Aranthiel thinks they will you surrender to Korak? Yes. I'm glad you see it that way. Let's wait and see what... I'll go meet up with...
Nie mam pojęcia, o co im chodzi. Jak wygramy, to się poddajemy? Kurwa, o co chodzi? Przecież to nie ma sensu. Wygraliśmy, tak, poddajmy się. Kurwa. Uwaga, nie wiem o co mi chodzi. Czy jak wygramy, to się poddajemy? Co to za pytanie w ogóle? Chyba, że im chodzi o coś totalnie innego, a ja tego nie czaję, nie? Ech. Graliśmy jak na razie normalną kulę ognistą.
If there's one thing the Holy Order has always been, it's creative. My respect for that, Aranthiel.
They're here. One moment.
Interesting. If I may ask, Grandmaster, how does that work?
It's a sigil, and it can only be opened by one bearing the Grandmaster's
Co da mi
sword.
ten miecz?
Follow me.
O kurwa! Na pewno będę na niego czekał, nie? Dobra, zapomniany tunel. To rozumiem, że tędy, tak? Ale dla pewności na nich poczekam. Nie jakaś przemowa czy coś. Kolejna.
In case you were
No, wiedziałem.
wondering, those 3 water gates up there contain the Starling machinery which releases the poison gas. As long as we do not open them,
To zobacz, czy ich tepnie. Tepło, ale...
no.
Aha. Kurwa. No nie wierzę normalnie.
So, this tunnel system, how many exit points does it have? I assume that a single exit into the Undercity wouldn't have sufficed to poison it all by itself, would it?
No. There are a total of 8 exits, and we will be using the one that leads into the Crow District. According to Maragil, we should be able to find a suitable entrance point into the old depths from there.
Widzę, że każdy z łapyków wszedł do środka. No, przed czas nie wyszedł, okej. Okay. Ten gaz. Czy tędy chcą się go wypuścić? Ja co rogoł, jak tu nikogo nie ma. Pani bez kapy. Ja pierd... Musimy się tak ustawić oczywiście, nie? Gęsiego, żebym nie mógł walczyć. Trafiać. Nie, powaga, trafiam w swoich, nie? Słuchać bitkę, że takie nudy to są. Ruszysz się?
Here we are. Lead the way. You know this area.
You have to die. Every single one of you.
That was a lot.
Teraz dobra, zmieniamy czar.
There.
Aha, ja tylko się przewróciłem. Kurde, myślałem, że barem. Ja teraz będę prywać, bo kurwa stoją na drodze, nie? Strata czasu, przynajmniej w jednym się zgadzamy. Kurwa. Trochę 200 razy za na tych drzwiach, dobra. To co, gdzie oni? Co jest? Aha, celia się zbugowała, no kurwa. O, dobra. To jest ważniejsze, chodź.
This is the place. Sharim.
Yes, take cover.
Rzucam sobie gadu, idziemy dalej. Miałem 100 000 potopów.
Saira, you look pale. Stronger.
That might be because we're getting closer to where the last cleansing happened. If we just follow the visions, they might lead us to...
Jeszcze jednego widzę.
The High Ones. They're trying to prevent us from reaching the temple. Waste of
Tell
time.
yourself.
Dobra, co teraz? A, to już wreszcie. Dziwne, że kolejnej wizji nie ma. Taki długi korytarz.
What a waste of time.
Jak na tej kolei jeszcze raz powiesz, że to strata czasu, no to jest z tym zgodzę. Ja bez śmienia, te drugi zaczynają powoli irytować już.
Dangerous. Come, we need to get down there.
Znaczy, musimy zejść na dół, ale zeskoczyć nie dalej. A, do tego.
To call open the gates and now they're killing everyone!
Temple! Retreat to the temple!
Choice, and you've chosen ignorance.
I telefon.
Price.
To już sekunda. Muszę tylko coś szybko zrobić przez ten telefon. Dobra, już. Sorry, że kiedy ten zeszło, ale dobra. Teraz kamerka się będzie przekrzywiała, oczywiście. Dobra. Kontynuujemy.
What did you see? What? Yes.
All that we have done so far is almost identical to how things went with Kyrians. We have no part of the pattern.
But does that mean everything we have achieved hasn't made any difference at all? That we found the black stones, the ancient starlings.
All that the prophet has seen is that someone betrayed the Kyrians too. And that this
Tutaj, że przynajmniej na dół te panie musimy zapierdalać od nowa. No czemu mi stałem na drodze? Ja jebie. Ja mówię oczywiście o sojusznikach. Czyżby kolejna wizja zaraz? No, masz coś małego do powiedzenia?
By Malthus, all these corpses. How can they still be here?
To jest jakiś kamień?
Decayed long ago.
Good question.
Najbardziej jak jest gnista chyba.
prophetess.
Ruszysz dupę?
Looks like magic to me. Look at how gray their skin is. Like ashes.
The cleansing. It must have done this to them. What we see here, it must have been their final moments before the High Ones devoured them.
I fear you're right. They must have tried to get into the temple, into safety. In vain. This is tragic.
Yes, very tragic. Are you done?
Impressive.
I suppose we have company.
You are impressive, you know that? Everything around you is falling apart, yet you refuse to give up. Tell us, Saranthia, what makes you keep going?
Are you trying to manipulate me? If so, save your breath and fight instead.
Oh my, so grim. How nice it would be if everything could just be killed.
Byłby fajny motyw, jakby nagle wszystkie te, no powiedzmy posągi miały nagle czerwone oczy, nie?
Do your companions know the truth
Że
about
tak w ciągu jednej sekundy wszystkim się zapalają oczy, nie? Jak z horroru.
Let's go. This is pointless.
pointless? You wound us. All we want is to help them understand. Just look at them. How clueless they are.
Are you deaf? Shut up. Your games don't work on me.
We'll take that as a no.
But there has to be a way.
Not here in Inodan, Tiro. We could hide the pregnancy, but a living child?
Niepodobni.
A lightborn and a mortal. It's blasphemy. As ridiculous as that may sound coming from my mouth. You could flee with him, you know. Take him somewhere where no one will find you.
What? Orlando, that... No. They would recognize us for who we are.
Not if we took precautions. But even if they did, no one would dare oppose a lightborn. No one. Teal, please, don't let him grow up without a father. He will be special. I can feel it. And he will need you.
What is this? But no, I can't. The council, Amanda. You know what they said about me. They want to do it.
You mean the exaltation? I can't believe you just said that. This is about a child here. Our child.
Plot twist, my będziemy tym dzieckiem. Nie no, żartuję.
Our child. Why don't you tell me another 1000 times? I have obligations, damn it. And you should know that better than anyone else. You know how hard I've worked to get here, Amanda. And now you want me to give it all up for this thing?
Tim, how? I just don't know what to say. Being a seraph, it's a title by the name of the sun. A title. How can that possibly be more important to you than... Oh, I just can't believe it. I just can't believe it.
Of course you can't. You've never known what it means to have to fight for something. We will give him away to one of your servants. It is better that way, for him and for us.
What would have happened if you had been there for your son, I wonder? Would he have ever started to blame the gods for this deep hatred lurking inside him? You made your son into what he became, and all because a
Jaki syn? To ma syna? To chyba coś...
flesh and blood.
Chyba czegoś nie ogarnąłem. Znaczy, w sensie, nie wiem, czy go spotkaliśmy, czy o co chodzi.
That is why you will fail here, don't you see? Because failing is what you do. As a soldier, as a protector of the gods, and as a father. You are a butcher, a loser, not the glorious savior you want people to remember you as. Admit it already.
Co jest?
What are your orders, Grandmaster?
No, oczywiście to echo musiał stanąć za przeciwnikiem. Wypierdalać mi z drogi.
They're blocking the way.
O Jezu! Dobra, trzeba po kolei.
See about that. So, you will keep us the college
Teraz, normalna kula. Się jednak przyda. Muszę chodzić, żeby ich wnikać. Teraz spróbujmy jeszcze raz z tym czarem mitycznym. A, no zaraz są kurwa. Super. Czekam, że jakąś łaskę użyję. Nigdy. Dobra, wracam do gry. Kur... Dobra, niech się ładuje, okej. Rzucaj te czary. A, czy mam tylko chyba na plerach, dobra. Jest tych kwint. Moment, cofnijmy się trochę. Tu ich będę robił. Dobra, zapiszmy. Czekajcie, co muszę za dół. Dobra. Odkonuję tą walkę. No. Dobra. Niech ktoś tu teraz przegrał cały czas, nie? Serio? Dobra, spróbujmy się, żeby ta mana się odnowiła. Zwróćmy uwagę, że jak jesteśmy w trakcie walki, to szybciej się regeneruje. Co za... To fakt, co to było? Jakaś woda od pleców nie wzięła? Nie minimapie niczego nie widzę. Aha, czy to jest jakiś Kary, ale pierwszy raz coś takiego widzę. Byliśmy chyba buchnąć jak mar. Teraz oni biją się między sobą, czy... Nie, co się dzieje? Boże, zaklikam. Chciałem zmienić na czar. No nie gadać, że za pomnikiem się schował i nie będzie obrywał teraz. Ja pierdol, naprawdę. W końcu. Nareszcie koniec. Ja już nie chcę rozwijać, szczerze. To już ma nie ma znaczenia. Czemu ty otworzysz mi masz stąd? Co to jest?
It's locked. What do we do?
We will break it open. Do you see the ballista up there? Keep a Sakarish, you. Wait. Do you feel that?
Smok? No to w ogóle się nie zbudowało.
Wait, she's moving.
Yes. Yes. You were hit by a piece of debris. But we are... His attack brought down the entire facade. But it also cut him off from us.
Gdzie się przebyliśmy?
Not be able to get inside here. The building came down on top. I know how close you were. I'm sorry. Yes, and we will. But to do with that arrow, all that. Thank the gods, your injuries are only superficial. Just try to keep up.
Oj, nie te czary. Tak, oczywiście blokujcie mi moją magię, nie? Ups. Czuję gwałcką, bo widać na mapie.
Interesting. That must be the echo. We are so close to where the last cleansing happened that not only the prophetess sees it, we do as well.
Tylko się cieszyć. Czy kolejna wizja? I to przestać teleportować do tyłu. Czy to jest jakąś skrzynicę, czy coś? Nie. Pewnie nie ma już co szukać artefaktów, po prostu idziemy przed siebie, kolejna wizja.
No buts. The beacon is all that matters, understood? They must not harm it.
Koniec gry, kapa. Jest uszkodzone, fajnie. Mamy kamień.
There it is. The beacon. By the gods, how similar they are. Shari, do you have the word of the dead with you?
Yes.
Good. Then place it in front of the beacon and prepare yourself. Prophetess, it is now up to you. Somehow you must recall the moment when the No, but maybe you can somehow lure. Take a look around and see if. All right.
Dobra, to nie, najpierw może ten kamień.
The beacon was created to banish the High Ones from existence, but to do that, we need something from them.
He has betrayed us! Jakal opened the gates and now they're killing everyone!
Dobra, ten kamień też.
The core of this sickness is in people's heads. It is a way of thinking. But you will never understand that, High Priest. Will you?
They are similar to magic, or the power responsible for the tides. They are pure energy.
Może jeszcze kamień z tej drugiej strony będzie. Tak czy nie? Jest.
It was almost as if the beacon longed for the stones. They are the key. I feel it.
No, mogę się przejść, dzięki.
That is the memory. Quickly now, Shari. Use the word of the dead.
Gdzie ten Sharim? Piór, co jest?
By the name of the sun. Is that...
A high one. We
Aha, spoko. Czyli się dogadali. Tu będzie coś? Jak są zajęcia, jak stoją w miejscu? Chyba ich zbugowałem.
By the name of the sun. Is that...
a high one. We have made it. How are you feeling, prophetess? Luring the echo like that? It does. Do you see that up there? Yaela was right after all. This is our Numinos, the essence of a High One.
I wish you could see this.
Tak, piękne. Znaczy popierdolone, co to jest? O, kostura normalnie.
Unbelievable. I have done it. We are in his thoughts. We will see about that. Maybe that question will answer itself. Shari, do it. Carry the container to the essence.
Zrobi fire the hole.
As you command, Arendil.
I pewnie wchłonie tą moc i będzie z najwalczył.
Tell me, Arendil. Back in the ruins, when the High One showed you that memory, it was the first time I saw you express real agitation. Not anger, but agitation. What you did to your son, do you regret it, I wonder? That you abandoned him in exchange for prestige and power?
What?
I don't think you do. What got to you was being reminded of your own failure. Regret. You don't know that feeling. You never have. Not even after Kira.
Shari, what are you?
I hired the mercenaries with Khalid. I helped him kill Lashari. And I let the Neramis into the city. And still, you don't have the slightest...
Ja myślałem, że to nasz syn. Pół jego syn.
Why? You were there. The night of 1,000 fires.
Yes. I survived your massacre. One of only...
Nie. Nieważne.
Then you did not follow my son because you shared his ideals. You did it to get...
Też nie, kto jest syn.
What for yourself? Justice?
Justice. I am done with this world, Arendil. I have been for a long time now. The only reason why I'm still here is a promise I made to someone. The promise that one day, I will be the one who takes everything from you.
Yes, this is madness.
Madness?
It will affect the whole world, not just me. If you want my death, why not just wait, damn it? Once we have lit the beacon, KONIEC will kill me. That way, all those innocent lives will be...
Please just shut up! You take me for such a fool? As if there's anything in this world you would want more than to die a martyr! Tealor Arendil, conqueror of the High One, savior of mankind. You like the sound of that, don't you? You like it so much. You know, At first, I was so frustrated with all the setbacks.
Yes.
The prophetess saved Lashari's research in Al-Rashangrad, and when Koarek's first attack on the city didn't succeed. But then I realized that all of this would be so much more gratifying than anything else I could do to you. Your final attempt, and so close to your target, only to fail by my hand. You asked me once what my daughter's name was. Do you remember?
Yes, I beg you, please.
Lena. Her name was Lena.
Co, umarł? Zabił się?
No, that's impossible. You fool. Miserable, selfish fool! You killed us all!
Impressive, Raphael. You really were close. A shame that you were too preoccupied with yourself to see it coming.
Beasts! You damn beasts! He was possessed from the start!
Nie był.
Oh no, Raphael. I'm afraid that is only half true. We reap, but you sowed. Of course we possessed him, but you did all the heavy lifting back in Kira when you gave the order to massacre everyone dear to him, including his wife and his poor daughter. And so, it is a happy ending after all, isn't it? Without the Merinos, you have nothing to use the beacon's
Let's
power.
hope it.
And the only thing it is good for now is the destruction of your own beloved city. It will be a feast, and there will be nothing left of you once we've devoured you. Nothing but cold, gray flesh. It is just as we said. You have failed as you always have done. What is it, Aranthio? Lost your tongue?
No. No. I have not. Not at all. You have just presented me with a solution.
Are you deaf? There is no solution. The cleansing will happen, and you will all die.
Yes. Yes, we will. Your Messiah, the citizens of the city, the armies, we will all burn like the sun. And then it will be over.
Your fat...
Dobra, już jestem. Wybaczcie, że to zeszło. Moment. Dźwięk kończy.
Not this time. Here we must go our separate ways. I'm sorry. The High Ones are right. But do you remember what the Archmagister said? Cause a massive KONIEC was and is essential to them. And we, prophetess, we met the other people of this world. People who have had the same dreams and feel what is about to happen. And if we
Wiedziałem, że chcę zniszczyć miasto.
have not yet massacred anyway, you mean? It is the only way, don't you see? The High Ones are a lot weaker than they pretend to be. I feel it. We were so close to... So, a shepherd cannot decide the... Now is not that you fail to see...
Myślałem, że seria się pojawi na society, ale...
I've made my choice. I'm sorry.
Nie wierzę. O, znowu ta wiedźma. Czy... Ktokolwiek to jest?
It all begins with the dreams. Breathe.
Chciałem, że znowu w koszmar wejdziemy.
Enter the mind of a High One? I hope you're joking. This was their last stand. They are afraid of us. I feel it. You've killed us! You've killed us all! You have just shown me the solution.
Gdzie jestem? Policimy kreskę Kirata, polecił stanowi dobyć Rolla. Nie, to ciekawa akcja. I w ogóle. To napie jakiś, nie wiem, czy przeciwników, czy kogo? Co to? Stąd ten głos.
Be gone, Phantom. Be gone and leave me to my slumber. Then this isn't a dream. You really are here. But why? The prophet dies when the Emperor leaves him. This is the course of the game. It has always been so. Explain yourself. How did you find this place? And why do you still exist? Her? But why? She does not have...
Bo dla niej też to gra. A my jesteśmy jej pionkiem, elo.
So why should she do this? But still you speak the truth. I can feel it. Then could it really be that the unlikeliest of all eventualities has become reality and brought you here? Coincidence or caprice, I
Nie mogę skrywać w ogóle tekstu.
The veiled woman cannot be understood.
Czy to będzie ostatni boss? Wątpię, ale byłyby jajca, nie?
I am
am sorry. It's been too long since I've spoken to anyone. I have had many names. The Akarians called me the God of Death, the Moonskin people, the Warden of Dreams, the Pyreans, and the Demon of the Deep. For your people I am, or was, the Black Guardian. Pompous names, I know. However, I am none of these, neither god nor demon. I am only an eye, condemned to observe again and again. As you measure time, older than your most daring chronicles go back, by far. I have seen them all, since our people fell. Every civilization, every cleansing, every turn of the cycle. But, no, the Starlings came long after me. I was only a fool who wanted to save his own skin at any cost. I knew the cleansing would come. I had known it long before the Red Madness and the war started. But I also knew that fighting it as my people did, and as most do, was pointless. So I looked for another way to prevail, and I found it. What you see here is the result. The Goliath, as I like to call it back then. What is it? My self-dug grave. What it was meant to be was a body of steel, an immortal machine with which I planned to merge my consciousness. Only organic life could be reaped by the High Ones, and I thought that by becoming a machine, I could fool them. By the name of the sun, how brilliant I thought myself. I wanted to become a god, laughing in the face of time. But let me spare you my self-pity. What happened, happened. No. Joining the Goliath meant immortality. All I had to do was sleep and awaken once more when the cycle started again, and new life came forth. Except that this new life would not have been defenseless. I would have been a true god to them, one capable of protecting them from the High Ones. No imaginary figure like the Creator, no false gods like the Lightborn were, to speak in your language. As the only one of my people, yes. But it happened faster than it should have. And when the cleansing occurred, the Goliath was not yet finished. And as the Emperor unleashed the light, I had no choice but to complete the joining too early. A fatal error, as it turned out. I did survive, yes. But I am trapped inside this unfinished machine. And ever since then, all I can do is watch. Again and again. Yes. But a part of the Goliath is the eye. It allows me to see what happens on the surface everywhere. Not as literal as you imagine, of course. I see schemes, feel emotions, similar to your gift, to the Echo, but they are enough to understand. Yes, it was not how I planned it. The Goliath in its final form was meant to be divine, a synthesis of man and steel. But I overestimated myself. And I acted too quickly, driven by fear. No, you do not understand. You are stumbling through the fog, even now that it is almost over. By themselves, the High Ones are not the problem. If we would just see them as they really are, they would become powerless. Yes, it is hard to put into words. I myself do not know everything about the High Ones, only that they are part of something we call the cycle. The civilization arises and blossoms, and then, always at the same stage of their development, the High Ones appear, and with them, the Red Madness. People start losing their minds, wars erupt, and chaos rules. Until 2 or 3 years later, the cleansing happens. The moment when the High Ones devour the collective consciousness, the gathered minds of this civilization, to give birth to a new one of their own. Despite all of this, nobody knows what drives them. Perhaps they act out of malice, out of an urge to survive, or perhaps they do not even have a will of their own, but are like a force of nature. But I do know one thing, as powerful as they might be, it is mankind who gives them that power. We make them into what they are, because what nobody understands is simply this. The High Ones feed on what humanity has the most of: their ego, greed, pride, fear, and their everlasting search for an enemy who is responsible for all their misery. It is those traits the High Ones make use of. These characteristics are what make us human, and by themselves, they are harmless. Only when we bury them, when we deny them, then they play into the High One's hands. So why is this, you ask? It is simple. The High Ones alone cannot make the cleansing happen. Only a human can. With the beacon, my knowledge about it is as limited as my knowledge about the cycle. It has existed since the beginning of time. And despite what you might now believe, the ancient writings about it are true. Lit by the ones who carry the Numenos, it can banish the High Ones once and for all. But it can also destroy us. Because what happens when it is lit without a core is far more than an explosion. It is the cleansing, the triumph of the High Ones. And even as we speak, a human, Tealor Orinthiol, has done it again. A bright light will appear from the heart of the machine and open a hole in the sky. And within hours, it will spread throughout the world, and they will all feel it. A fire that burns them from within. A white light which will break through their flesh. Do you understand now? The High Ones have no power. All they do is to feed on our weaknesses, manipulate us into bringing about our own destruction. It is we who forge the sword that kills us, we who lead them to their victory, even though the key to salvation has always been in our hands. But instead of realizing our folly, we make the same mistake. We repeat the same fate over and over, and only because we refuse to see the truth. Yes, the High Ones are our enemy, but who wants to hear that it is our ego, that dark voice within us, that empowers them? moment we would realize all this would be the moment it all came to an end. But we do not.
Myślałem, że koniec.
Dreams, thoughts, visions, they are everywhere, but the principle is always the same. They throw a tainted seed into a fertile ground. The rest happens by itself. Just think for a moment. When did the High Ones ever do anything other than manipulate you? Did they ever physically influence any events? They incited the Naramis to march against you, and time and again confirmed the righteousness of both your causes. All they told you, all they showed you, was what you wanted to hear and what you wanted to see. And yes, if you, Teolor Renthial, his order, and the Naramis had never acted, the cleansing would never have happened. Maybe there is, but if so, I do not know it. But the more turns of the cycle I witness, the more I get the impression that it is some kind of trial.
Nie mogę się po prostu teleportować i go powstrzymać, tego...
Woven by powers we have not even
typka, coś tam, no, chcę to wcisnąć? Sarza? Czy nie?
Maybe this is just wishful thinking. To give all this pain a meaning when it does not have one. Maybe the High Ones are simply a law of nature, a concept. And we give birth to them by believing there is such a thing as an ultimate external enemy in the first place. The eternal struggle with ourselves. Perhaps that is just part of what it means to exist. Like 1,000 others before him, the High Ones knew exactly what they had to do to get him to commit this last act of desperation. They played him with his weaknesses and fears, like a figure on a chessboard. And the saddest part is,
Ci manipulatorze, proste.
at the very end, he will believe that he has done something good. That was his greatest fear, yes. To be remembered as a failure, a broken man. That was the stream the High Ones manipulated him from the moment he died, after attempting to flee from his prison on Nerim. The real Arinthial, he is dead, prophetess. He is a fleshless one of the mightiest tools of the High Ones. Just as you are.
Pardon?
I wish it were.
Czyli co, marę w tamtej wodzie, tak?
The methods of how the High Ones influence us are plentiful, and the red madness and their ability to enter our dreams are not their only means. Their mightiest tool is the creation of projections, fleshless ones, or images.
Przywołanie jest zaraz twardej ściany, że jest bezcielesny, ktoś nim kontrolował, znaczy naszą postacią.
If a person dies, and if this person has one last unfulfilled wish, a compulsion, then the High Ones have the power to create a projection of him, an immaterial image of the deceased, which thinks itself real and is perceived as such. What no one notices, not even the projection itself, are two things. Firstly, it is driven by this last unfulfilled desire.
A czy my staramy się udowodnić, czy ten nasz ojciec zamordował, nie?
It becomes an idealized version of its former self, almost tailor-made to free itself from the last compulsion, that ultimate scourge. The daughters of fishermen become warriors. Broken generals become charismatic and driven leaders who seem almost too determined to be real. You are one of these projections, as are all of the emissaries. You are a fleshless one, a spirit searching for liberation from something. I do not know your past before you came to this land.
Ja widzę, że ta Arsona się tak do się leczy, żeby tylko bicie serca nie było słychać.
You were insignificant. But what happened to you and your friend on that ship? You never survived it. You drowned in the Red Sea. And in that very moment, the High Ones entered your mind and made you into what you are today. And other than myself, the High Ones knew your compulsion, knew the desire that drove you. Whatever it was, it made you predictable, and it allowed them to play you, just as they played Enderal and KONIEC. Do you see it now? Every dream the High Ones sent you, every time they appeared to you, they all had but a single purpose: to feed your self-image, to push you in a certain direction. They wanted you to play the game for their purposes, and they succeeded. You read the echo of the future, as other prophets did before you. You helped Enderal reconstruct the beacon, and led him to the Numinos. When he saw that it would be taken away from him at the very last instant, his fear of failure led him into doing what he did. You are not to blame, prophetess. You did what countless others did before you, and you did it because you thought it was the right thing to do. Only one thing is different. In all the time I have been here, never before did a projection realize its own nature. You were meant to dissolve like the rest of mankind. Yet, here you stand, and I tell you the truth.
I co, jestem w stanie zniszczyć cykl, tak to brzmi dla mnie.
No, it is as I said. For as long as the cycle has existed, so has the beacon. It is an element of the game, and it has the power to end it, whether in favor of the High Ones or in favor of mankind. Yet for as long as I have been trapped here, the latter has never happened. They gave you impulses, nudges in the right direction. Those who know a person's past know which strings to pull. The Starlings, in their time, were called the Yalam Rashi, and yes, they manipulated the game in their favor. Their goals were similar to mine when I created the Goliath. They were a small circle of highly intelligent craftsmen and mages. And just like myself, they did not think the cycle could be won.
Ale tak, jest dziwny. Typek sam zbudował taką wielką maszynę? Sam? Czy ktoś mu pomagał? Z tego co mówi, to wygląda jakby sam to ogarnął.
Fled into the sky and created something that protected their city from the cleansing. Yes, but knowledge about their history is sparse, since the Star City was almost beyond the reach of my eye. But I know that its first centuries were glorious. The Yalam Rashi lived in harmony, and their society was the pinnacle of all that mankind could be. With time, however, their population grew. They became too numerous for their small city, and so they invented their golden rules, which were supposed to control their growth. Having children was regulated now, and those who were found guilty of a crime were punished heavily. The worst sentence was being exiled. The convicted were robbed of their memories and sent back to Earth. This is where the starlings of your world come from, do you see? And this is why they all feel this longing to return to a far distant place in the stars. It is an ancestral memory. I do not know. As I said, my knowledge about the starlings was always limited.
Nie mogli ich wyczuć w pierwszej kolejności, ale dobra. Znaczy mówisz, że nie widzi tego gwiezdnego miasta, a teraz mówisz, że nie mógł ich wyczuć, tak czy inaczej. Nagle. O kurwa, no to nie dziwne, jak już to pierwszy raz nie mogłeś wyczuć.
Their society had become but a shadow of what it once was. But whether they destroyed themselves or left for someplace else, I will never find out. Oh, believe me, I have. I've done nothing else for a very, very long time. But it is true, whether you want to believe it or not. In time, you would have noticed it. The wrinkles in your skin would not have become any deeper, nor your hair any whiter. And if the cleansing were to be stopped, you would continue to exist forever. What reason would I have to lie to you?
Plotyzm takim półbogiem.
Oh, stop it. No, it
Jak gadam tutaj od pół godziny, to dziwne, że jest za późno.
by the name of the sun. It is so ironic that the veiled woman did not lead you here earlier. It is over, prophetess. You are strong. But regardless of how long your power can protect you from the light of the cleansing, eventually you will dissolve too. Even if... Wait. No. Maybe. Maybe you are right. Maybe there is a way. But... No. It would be...
Jezu, gadaj kościół.
Forgive me, I have to think.
Już nie mamy czasu, gościu, na myślenie, dawaj.
Yes. There could be a way. What I told you is true. Here on Earth you would not survive the cleansing. But there is one place where you could. The Star City. I know that you brought something back from your journey there. The escape pods. And I know that they can also take you back there. For I have seen the Yalam Rashe, the ancient starlings, do so.
Cześć, Janet. Patrz, z kim gadam.
Whatever has protected the city over all these millennia,
Szok, że taki wielki?
yes, you
Ten koleś w tubie, kapa.
by the face of time you could. No, it would not. But that is irrelevant. You are fleshless, a projection. And just like me, time cannot touch you. Age cannot kill you. And thus you could succeed where I have failed. You could wait for the cleansing to be over. And then create a new humanity. Create a new humanity. It is only a matter of time until the new turn of the cycle starts. New life will come forth. First, simple life, then human. And just like the civilizations before them, they will also fall victim to the High Ones, because they will have the same weaknesses as we do. But not with your help. You could be a god to them, You could guide their ascent. You could shape a mankind free of egos and weakness.
Jak kurwa pozbawić, jak oni będą istnieli w pierwszym miejscu, skoro to byli goście z Gwiezdnego Miasta, gdzie my kurwa lecimy, ja jebie. Nie ma sensu.
In this new world, there would be no need for a beacon, because the High Ones simply would not have any strings to pull on. Mankind will defeat them by becoming superior.
Czy chcesz plot twista? Jeśli nie było? Szok socket.
The High Ones reap, we sow. It is our weakness that make the High Ones strong. Our ongoing
Trzeba pamiętać, jak nas na statku załatwili nam najpierw kolega, później nas wysłali tam na łodzi, czy wrzucili do wody, czy cokolwiek.
altruism instead of greed, self-responsibility instead of the continuous search for an enemy, awareness instead of blindness.
Ja, umarliśmy wtedy.
The Lightborn tried to force their ideals onto an already rotten people, just like the Pyrean Sun Priest and the countless false deities before them. You cannot save a tree whose roots have already withered.
A wiesz, kim gram? W takim razie?
To lead this new mankind, it would be entirely different. You could completely change what it means to be human. And would it not be presumptuous to rob the world of this chance? Simply because you are afraid of failing? Believe me, I would give a lot for this chance. Yes, because that old starling did harm to the city by trying to destroy a crystal. That awoke the Guardians, but they are asleep now. I can feel it. You would be safe, believe me. No, they are already dead, damn it. Orinthial has lit the beacon, and unlike anything else you could do right now, this would be a chance for permanent change. By the face of time, do not let all of this become meaningless. Every second you waste doubting...
Jesteście projekcją stworzoną przez tych... no tamtych z góry. Jak się nazwali?
It means a lot to me to hear you say that. What is important now is that we act quickly. The cleansing is already happening.
A, że jak cię nie było, to cutscenka się też odpaliła. A mówiłaś, że ta gra nie ma cutscenek.
You must go through the portal and then back to the temple. Then you have to activate the pods, and the rest will happen automatically. When all this is over, I will try to reach out to you. She is. I'm sorry, but this is one more reason why you have to do the right thing. Please, make her death matter. Yes, and hurry. You will feel the light as soon as you are back on the surface. And given time, it will consume you. But you will succeed. I feel it. There is one more thing I need to ask of you, however. One final request. I want you to shut me down. Yes, I want to finally rest. Please do not try to convince me to do otherwise. All that. I do not want to be a part of it any longer. I have not wanted to for a long, long time. Please, do it. The switch is in front of you. That was how I connected myself to the Goliath. It will cut the connection as well.
Ja, tak było. Brakowało, żeby powiedzieli, że ktoś inny kierował naszymi poczynaniami. Czyli ja, nie?
Thank you.
Co jest?
Forgive me. The two of us will now exchange places. I am sorry for the deception. And if there were another way,
Było zrobić save'a, kurwa.
I would not do this.
Żal podejść nawet tu.
Even though you made the right choice, you are too naive to become a true god. What do you know? What have you seen? You are but a toddler in the face of time. I, however,
Żal, no... 1,5 godziny około już robię od tamtej przemowy.
and I deserve it. Once this is all over, I will send someone to free you from the Goliath. But until then,
Over here.
Kurwa.
By the name of the sun, are you alright?
Teraz szok? Ale nie wiem, że ktoś tam...
miserable fool! I would have kept my word, but if you want to play games, fine! I have had enough time to practice!
Ja też miałem dużo czasu do praktyki, czy nawet nie?
Oh, Kirash.
You are not fit to become a god!
Get away from the glowing creature, quickly!
What have you seen? What have you achieved? I deserve this!
Co jest?
Oh, Kirash.
Teraz cieszysz się, że zdążyłaś na koniec? Kurwa.
Oh, Kirash. By the name of the sun, get away from the glowing creatures, quickly!
No.
Oh, Kirash. Oh, damn it, not again. Don't let that glowing thing reach you.
Place is mine, and I will take what I deserve!
Oh, Kirash, away from the machine now! The shields are down. The generators now!
O nie.
Get away from the runes! The shields are down. The generators now!
Goddammit. Że damy radę?
The generators now!
Kurwa, dobra, czy mogę tylko ten jeden?
The shields are down. The generators now!
Bo się czary odbijają. Zapomnij żart. Emocje lepsze niż podczas zbierania grzybów.
Oh damn it, not again. Don't let that glowing thing reach you.
No co je zabił, kurwa? No kurwa. Oczywiście go kurwa nie mogę trafić tankami stało żaden, nie? Ja pierdolę.
That doesn't look good. Get away from the runes!
Czyżby tyle?
The shields are down. The generators now!
What have you done?
Trzeba powiedzieć żarty, bo epickie. Czarny strażnik. Nie wszystkie mity są... Nie wszystkie mity są tylko mity? Chyba to tylko mit miał być.
I suppose the explanation... I had a feeling that might be the case. Go on ahead.
Żadna karaksa na bondage.
I had assumed as much. Yuslan and he didn't even try to help me after that dragon attacked us. I was lucky to find another way in, otherwise I would never have found you. And you are... This must be the cleansing. If this is how it feels down, then the Black Guardian was right. Kira, how is that possible? Could you really be an... I suppose so. So, what now? What would I do?
Całym zrobił. Facet mój całym zrobił.
Just think, but if I were in your position,
A teraz już mówi była, ja je wie.
I don't think I could just flee. I mean, look at it, not taking that opportunity, but that's my rational half. You can imagine what the other voice says. I don't know, but there is a secret passage into the south quarter.
Ale sobie krwi, ja je wie.
I understand. Then you have to prepare the escape pods. I will wait for your signal. Be careful, Saira. We can't afford any mistakes.
Trzeba powiedzieć żart, lubisz to. Nowy wspaniały świat. Odsunanie stać jest para. No wiesz, najbardziej rozpierdala, czytaj tekst. To nie kaganek, ale uwolnienie nas od wszystkich słabości pozbawi potężnych ich mocy, ale chyba z tego co zrozumiałem, jak ten typek tłumaczył, powiedział, że słuchaj, kurwa, graczu. Znaczy, że perkornie. No bo ogólnie cała ludzkość umiera, od nowa, po tym oświeceniu, czy jak to się nazywa, oczyszczeniu. Że wtedy powstaje na nowo życie. Ja tak myślałem, no dobra, to jak powstaje na nowo życie, to znowu powstają ci potężni, więc jeżeli ja, kurwa, teraz przeżyję, to potężnych nie będzie, bo kurwa nigdy się jakby nie narodzą, bo inaczej wyszkolę świat. O co kurwa chodzi, nie? A ten, no i wtedy pokonasz tych potężnych, bo coś tam, coś. Jak kurwa ich pokona, jak ich kurwa nie będzie w pierwszym miejscu? No kurwa. No rozumiesz tą logikę, nie? O kurwa.
I thought you were the beacon. It's Karish, Yuslan, and you. Yes. Just then, the light. It burns us. But I suppose. Tell me, my fair lady. Why? What? But you're here. That must mean something, right? Oh, it's... Here I am, just spot. But you know what? I don't regret it.
Nagle dead.
Is that you? What? No. No. I saved them. Don't you see? I led them to the light. Alone.
A co było potrzebne, tak. Dobra, poszukiwanie kapsuł. Znaczy zresztą kurwa nie rozumiemy. Teleportuj się do świątyni słońca, aktuj kapsuły wakocyjek gwiezdnych w kronikum. Aha, w kronikum jakimś. Nie wiem, jaki kurwa kronikum. A tu. Ale i tak kurwa nie rozumiem, przecież te kapsuły były kurwa gigantyczne, gdzie one są? W środku kurwa budynku? O to chodzi, Janet. Już to były te kurwa kuliste rzeczy. No kurwa gdzie są? W pokoju? Do pokoju to wnieśli? Ja pierdolę. Chyba, że mamy kurwa stąd jakiś ten. Samoloty nie istnieją w tej... Przez to kurwa przeszło, nie? Ja pierdolę. Czekaj, w co my gramy?
Get us out of here.
To ja spierdalam. Ale co, i to kurwa wystrzeli przez sufit teraz? O co chodzi, Janet? No zobacz mi, co się to odpierdala. To przez sufit kurwa wystrzelimy? Jeżeli tak, Janet, to ja kurwa nie mam słów, nie? Czujesz się jak w Bioshocku teraz? Skyrim Bioshock albo Enderal. Enderal. Nie mogę się rozglądać, by the way. Janet. Teraz już wiesz, dlaczego czasami wolę grać na po pijaku, po piwku znaczy. Jednym lub dwóch. Nie, dobra, skoro powinny być takie teraz blade kolory, to niech będą blade kolory. To jest taki slow motion. Nie. Tak, nie mogę sprintować. Co jest? Wait. Aha! Przecież ja nic nie odłożyłem, kurwa. Aha, bo mi... Kurwa, rozebrało mnie nago i nie mam plecaka. Czy rozebrało? Również o tej rzeczy już przy okazji. Ja myślałem, że jakaś epicka scena, że to ma być slow motion, nie? A ja kurwa jestem przeciążony, bo nago biegam. Ja pierdolę. To już nie miałoby lepszego sensu, żeby tam do tej kapliczki ją teleportowało? Trzeba tego dostać po oczach. A co wiesz? Ja przez to. Trzecia osoba? Pierwsza. Wstaje dopiero, nie? A, to już mnie czułbym nagi. Chciało mi ubra. Szczecina Kalberta. Szczecina, kurwa. Gdzie jest mój strój? Czy to już może przyszłość jest?
Hey. I don't know. When I woke up, we were here. You were still unconscious, so I thought it would be wise to let you rest a little.
Kurwa.
Just look at that. Here, it all seems so peaceful. Untouched. As if all that has happened was nothing but a bad dream. I guess, as far as the world is concerned, it doesn't make a difference.
Nie mamy jedzenia, ale kurwa, dobra, przeżyjemy, kurwa. To nie? Czemu?
Now it's up to us.
No, trzeba spłodzić dzieci. Hey, wait. Kappa. Zajebiście się zakończyło. Trzeba spłodzić dzieci. Hey, wait. I się kończy. Stworzone przez Rai, bazowane na grze Bethesdy. The Elder Scrolls 5. Skyrim. Jak się podobała, Janet? A, tu nie da się na A, o piwie mu, no dobra. Teraz jak Everybody Go to Rapture. Aha, no w sumie tak. Nie, no fajne było nawet. Mogę to skipnąć? Nie. Nie wiadomo, czy nie będzie czegoś po napisach, wątpię. Ale achievement dostałem. Chciałbym go sprawdzić. Bo to jest... Aha, wiem czemu, bo to jest cutscenka, kurwa. Chyba że escape zadziała. Nie? To przeczekamy dla pewności. Dlaczego dla ciebie większość gier może być? Jak ci coś podobało? No, może być. Nie wiem, zagram Marvel Spider-Man, jaki jest? A, może być. No dobra, Gothic, a, może być. Tak, no kurwa. Muzyka, a, może być. No. Dziwna gra, znaczy dziwna. Ironicznie podobało mi się bardziej niż Skyrim. Filip Kapusta. Nawet tu jest Polak. Nie no, śmieję, ale ma nazwisko ten. Takie polsko brzmiące, nie? Kapusta. Jest z angielskiego cup i mouth. Cup mouth. Może. Ale muzyka była świetna. Ale jakby to powiedziała Janet, mogła być. Co Janet? New game? I kontynuujemy, nie? A tu nagle Enderal. Enderal 2 wyjdzie. Ale tym razem na tym. Nie systemie, tylko... No będzie zrobione na 6. części, nie? Tak będzie. Nie zmyślamy. No teraz tłumaczenia. Zobaczmy, kto polską wersję tłumaczył. Chyba 4 osób, jest już panem. 4 osoby, mówię 4. Brazylijski tylko jeden typ. Po chińsku jest ta gra. Właśnie na bierze jest modyfikacja do Skyrima, że są japońskie głosy, a angielskie napisy. A, wiem, że po francusku chyba był dubbing. Chyba? Nie. Janet, ty mówisz, że ciebie ciężko zadowolić. Nie tylko w kwestii gier, kapa. Tutaj Rosjanie? Tyle Rosjan to tłumaczyło? Co kurwa? Ja pierdolę. Ile Rosjan? A gdzie Polska? Gdzie? Znaczy rozumiem, że Polacy później to przetłumaczyli, a gdzie jest kurwa polska wersja? Olali nas, Janet. No to Janet, już piszemy recenzję 1 na 10. Czyli żartuję? Jaje. No przynajmniej sobie alfabetycznie dowiemy, jak długo to będzie trwało. No ale chcę po prostu sprawdzić, czy po napisach nic nie będzie. Znając Janet, to nic nie będzie. Kapa. Mirela Gocka. Gracz. Pyram memory. Co? Kiedy gracz niby gadał? Janet, padasz cokolwiek takiego? Pyram memory? Kobieta w wodzie. Jak jesteś tak bardzo mało ważny, że nazwano cię... Kobieta w wodzie. Teraz wyobraź sobie, Gothic, wszyscy mają imiona ważniejsze postacie, nie? Nagle wpadasz na postać, co się nazywa Kobieta w wodzie. Nie wierzę. Generic Male Exotic Old. Okej. Zwróćcie uwagę, że jak jest na przykład bandyta, to bandytów było 6 i 1 kobieta tylko na nich. Teraz jest na przykład byli ci przejęci przez co się nazywali? No ci z czerwonymi gałami, nie? Czy tam opętani, chuj wie, nieważne. Ci na dragach. To tam było 3 facetów i 1 kobieta. O, a to odwrót. Poseted men 1, poseted woman 4. Prostytutki 5, facet prostytutka 1. Że feministki mogą się przyczepić do tej gry, czy jednak jest porówno? Watchdog. Giant na tutaj jest Watchdog. Ale długie napisy. Te napisy są tak długie, że nad sobą długie nie określają, jak bardzo są długie, nie? Ten projekt Red? Czy mogę użyć tekstur i modelów z serii Wiedźmina? Co? Teraz się zdziwiłem. Wszystkie są wypisane. Witcher Models. Nie wierzę, kurwa. Każdy konspiracji wierzył w nasz projekt pomimo starych? W tych czasach. Sure AI, the Somnium Files. Nirvana i jazdy. No nie wiem, czy są równo, tylko czy feministki mogłyby się przypierdolić. Ja pierdolę. Naprawdę nie mogę tego skipnąć. Nie dość, żeby napisy tego moda, teraz napisy Skyrima. Super. Adam Adamowicz. Robert Wiśniewski. To bardzo dziwne, że są tutaj Polacy. Co dziwniejsze, że założyłem te polskie imiona. O Boże. Nie, że pytania retoryczne przecież zawsze się przybierają. Do wszystkiego. Tak, byłoby śmiesznie. Czekaj. Ponieważ myślałem, że ktoś pukał. No to co? Teraz pora na... Impa Sekiro. Kappa. Nie no. Valhalla. Assassin's Creed. Szok. Wiecie, w konia robię. Krych. Kieraj. Boże. Mogę wcześniej tego streama zrobić. To byśmy już grali w gierki. Boże. A nie wiem, jaki achievement mi wpadł, nie? Ty, może nie mam myszki w grze? Nie, no mam. Aha, ty, ja mogę wyjść na pulpit. W trakcie napisów, fajnie. To jest ciekawostkę. Skyrim nie odpowiada. Dobrze. Dobrze. No nic, poczekamy. Dziada, wiesz co zrobię po tym, jak się napisy skończą? Działa tak zajebiście, nie? Odinstaluję Enderala, żeby mnie nie kusił. Kapa. Pytanie, co 100 punktów mam do ciebie. Ja tylko czekaj, muszę znaleźć, jak to się nazywało. Znaczy, dokładne kwoty. O, więc się skończyły? Pogrodzonych ścieżek. Dziękujemy. Ale już zaraz było, kurwa. Dziękujemy ci za czas spędzony w Enderal. Mamy wielką nadzieję, że dobrze się tutaj bawiłeś. Gra ta jest wynikiem wielu lat ciężkiej pracy. Jeśli chcesz wspomóc nas finansowo, wejdź na stronę Surainet i na przykład dodatkowych informacji. Co dodać, jeśli historia przeczytana na sieci Enderal, być może sprawdzić również Dreams of the Dying. Powieść napisana przez jednego z naszych twórców, Nikolasa Aliedzał. Powieść znajdziesz zarówno na Steamie, jak i na Patreonie. Nikolasa, patron... No, niech prowadzi cię jego światło. A tu nagle, kurwa. I teraz kliknę zamknij i wyjdziemy do menu, nie? Ja pierdolę. Dobra, to jeszcze tylko to pytanie zadam. Jad. Kupić za oryginalnie 79 zł, a nie oryginalnie za... Okej, cena od niskich do wysokich. Za 54 zł kupić Skyrim Upgrade do edycji Anniversary? Czy nie warto? Czy lepiej kupić całego Anniversary za 209? Tak rodziły się dopiero. Skyrim Elysium Remastered, który potrzebuje właśnie mieć Anniversary.